where it's engaged. I was hoping that when I took that off, oh my god. And passenger side airbag. These are the kind of hidden damages that you get with salvage cars that can really, really f up your day. Good morning guys, it's delivery day here on Salvage Nation as we are waiting for a few more parts on my lovely little M140, but this video is not about that. I've got a car coming down. I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna keep you guys going, and with all the expenditure that I've had on that car right there, trust me, all of these bits were not cheap. I thought, let me go find something to get a little quick flip and keep you guys going in the meantime. So I've just got a phone call, the car's gonna be here in a minute, let's go check it out. So as of recently, I've been focusing a lot on performance builds, cars that I really, really enjoy. However, with this build, I wanted to get into the EV market as this is the way that the world is going right about now. So I thought I'll try to get my first EV car. However, once the car was delivered, I couldn't film because I found some very, very disturbing damage and we weren't off to a great start. So guys, like I said, we are off to oh my god, the worst possible start. Let me zoom it in. Have a look at that. It is a mess. It is crazy. It is annoying. It is a lot of things, and I'm trying not to swear right now. I'm trying not to lose it. But yeah, these are the kind of hidden damages that you get with salvage cars that can really, really f up your day. Yeah. So guys, the little Niro is off to a bad start, and it's one of those things where I'm super annoyed, but at the same time, I know this is part of the parcel that comes with salvage cars. I'm just wishing that there was a little line to say that there was a hole in the gearbox or something like that. But anyway, I don't want to bring down the tone of the video. It's looking like we need a new gearbox with all the actuators, etc, etc. When the car got delivered just now, I jumped up, it was completely dead. I connected the booster pack, I tried to swing it, obviously checking the oil, etc, etc, and when you try to swing it, you just hear like a loud thud. It's not starting at all. Went back down, checked it out, and I saw the damage that I just showed to you. It's a complete mess. What I want to do is I'm going to jack the car up. I want to investigate that area a little bit more. You've seen the rest of the car. It's not a big job, it's not a bad job. That's what I was thinking from the pictures until we've seen this, and I'm annoyed yet again. I've had a few situations like this now, and it's really, really it's really hard to keep it moving, but I've got no choice. We've just invested quite a lot of money in this. With the fees and delivery, etc., this car was around 11.5 grand. So it is a massive investment and we need to get it up and running. So stay tuned, this series is going to be interesting to say the least. But for now, I want to jack the car up, take the wheel off and investigate exactly what's going on down below there. So guys, take a look at that, man. It's so bloody hell. So that's the gearbox. Got a big old hole. You can see the cogs inside the gearbox. Gearbox is gone. There's no point in trying to repair that. Completely gone. But these are the actuators. This particular car, a lot of the Kias, Hyundais, is actually a manual gearbox with these actuators that makes it automatic. And I got a feeling that because these are broken, it's probably stuck in drive. When the car was driving, it probably was in drive, and when the car had the accident, it's probably just stuck in drive. So the car, when you put it in neutral, the car and all the brain side of things believes that it's in neutral, but I believe that the car is still stuck in first or second gear, whatever gear it was when everything broke. Obviously all the oil has come out, so I don't think the gearbox is working, and because the gearbox is not working, I think the engine is still engaged, and because the engine is engaged, it's not starting, and that's what's giving the thud. So what I'm going to try to do is I need to get the model numbers for the gearbox, model numbers for the actuators. So I'm going to try to strip down this area, see if we can manually put it into neutral and hopefully get the engine started. So that's the goal for this video, fingers crossed. So another annoying thing, locking nut is missing, and I hate when that happens. But have a look, it's definitely in gear. Right now on the inside it's saying that it's in neutral, but it's engaged. Let's see what we can do. So guys, this is the last thing I expected, and I'm really trying my best not to bring the tone of the video down. But as you can imagine, did not expect this. How would you feel if you bought a car expecting to be a good buy and then you see this? What can you do? Have a look at this. Bloody hell. Everything's all broken. So I've removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and I can see one more hidden inside, but I need to get some more tools, so bear with me 1 sec. Alright you guys, tools in hand. However, have a look. In typical British fashion, it's raining. So, oh, we gotta get inside. Garage is just very, very filled up today, so give me a few minutes. Alright you guys, it's a horrible day out today, but I've been working. I'm not going to let the rain stop me. Let me show you what I've done. Just have a look at this. This is the first set of actuators, completely busted as you can see. But these two little fingers or pins or whatever you want to call them, they kind of hook into these little mechanisms right here and controls the clutch. I know that they are the secondary clutch actuators, and it's got these two little connectors as you can see. Let me show you. Yeah, 1 and 2. I was hoping that when I took that off I can move this with my hand. Sorry. I was hoping that once I move this I could adjust this with my hand and possibly put it into neutral or something like that, but completely stuck. I actually stuck the car on the diagnostic and there's not a lot in the diagnostics. Let me show you. Oh god. So on the diagnostic, I'm only getting the crash events, which is for the passenger side airbag and passenger side airbag. What they are corresponding with is this passenger side curtain airbag, this passenger side seat airbag. So all in all, I thought this was going to be such a good buy, but let me just show you exactly what's going on. So it's in park at the moment, switch it all on, everything comes on, but have a listen. I don't know if you can hear that, it just goes choof. Little thud. Now I was expecting to see some crazy error codes or something on here, but there's nothing, which is a tad bit annoying because I was hoping that this would give me some sort of inclination as to why the car is not starting. But being a hybrid, I've got a feeling that it has something to do with the gearbox. That's the only thing it could be. The car's only got 20k on the clock, so everything engine wise should be good, and it's coming up here that the engine control module is normal and there's no codes in that system. I remember I worked on a car like this before. It's got a special alternator. The way it cranks up is quite similar to the Mercedes E53 that I've done, so I'm not sure if that's got something to do with it, but at the moment the car's not starting. I always like to make sure that these cars start, especially when they've just got delivered. Yeah. I'm running out of ideas, guys. If anyone knows any reason why the car may not be starting, let me know in the comments down below. Alright you guys, so I've been conversating with Akil and he reckons that it's definitely something to do with the missing clutch actuators on this gearbox that needs to communicate with the engine ECU, etc, etc. They all have to communicate before it allows the car to start, which sounds very plausible. I don't know. As you can tell, I'm not really too enthused about this car right now. I just want to throw it away, but we got to keep it moving. And speaking of keeping it moving, what I want to do is, I saw some more damage whilst I was down there. I wanted to remove the front bumper, see what's hiding behind there, and just check out the rest of the car before we wrap up. Guys, with that bad boy off, you can see there's a lot more damage than expected. So I wasn't expecting to see the front slam panel is completely gone. These little connectors here are completely, they've done their job basically. They've done their job and they've compacted, compressed. So I'm gonna have to change what looks like the front slam panel and the front reinforcement bar. Now this wire is quite interesting, it's quite fat. I don't know, it might be nothing, but I remember I worked on an old Ford one time and it had a broken wire in the front like this, and it turned out to be part of the CAN network, and certain modules couldn't communicate and then the car wouldn't start. So I need to find where the other end of that is going to go. I'm not very sure. Another thing is, the positive is, even though this section is damaged, have a look here, the car is full of coolant, so that means that the rads should be good and I shouldn't have to change the rads on it. But yeah, have a look at this box. Have you guys ever heard on the new cars that are hybrids, it's got that annoying kind of ringing to it? I wonder if this is the speaker for that. Apparently it's legal, it's the law. Because the cars are so quiet, it has to make some sort of noise so people at the front, pedestrians, etc., could hear and know that the car is approaching. So yeah, I wonder if that's the one. Another positive is chassis legs are completely straight. There's no damage on the chassis, and that's another thing that I was looking for. This car is a cat-in. I thought it was going to be great, but yeah, it is the way it is. The headlights are good on that side. Headlight is good on this side. These are LED headlights, I believe. Or they might be Xenons, I'm not sure. I haven't even dug that far. But everything on the front, just look at everything, just looks completely new, completely fresh. It's only got 20k on the clock, 2019 car. Who would have known? Coming around, have a look. The wing has just got a dent there. I'll have a look for a new wing, but we should be able to repair that, no problem. Door's got no issues. Door's got no issues here. It's got a few scuffs, but we can sort that all out. Come around to the back of the car, everything here is fine. These little tabs have broken, but I'm sure we can sort that out without any issue. Car's not opening because it's gone dead again. But coming back to the driver's side, everything along the driver's side, there's no damage here, no damage to the door, no damage to this door. Windscreen, there's no damage. On the roof, there's no damage. And the bonnet, thank God, there's no damage. But yeah, back to this wire, I was having a look. If anyone knows what is missing here, if there's any lights or fog lights, obviously the car was missing that bottom section when it got delivered, so I'm not too sure, but I will do my research. This is delivery day and you guys are seeing it for the first time and I'm seeing it along with you lot. So that is where we're going to start to wrap up this video. There's not a lot more that I can do. I'm going to take this home with me. So guys, got to wait for this big old truck to go by. That's where all the noise is, but like I was saying, I'm going to be taking this home with me. I'll have a look for a new one, and I'm on the search for a new gearbox. I had a quick look online just now and they're roughly around 800 to 900 quid. I'm going to see if I can get a deal, pick up a new gearbox, and then it's just the headache of fixing it. Still worried about dealing with the gearbox because it's got some very high voltage, and that's what these orange wires are all about. So it's very dangerous working with them, so I'm not going to touch anything, but I've come up with a plan already. I believe that this main orange wire is from the battery down in the back. That's supplying all the power. If I can take that off, then it should allow me to safely work in this area. But I'll disconnect everything, tape it up, tuck it away, and once the car's on the ramp, I should be able to, with the help of Akil, he's already checked out, he's going to give me a hand, get that gearbox out of there, hopefully fit a new one, and hopefully it all works. Fingers crossed. So guys, with that, this is where we're going to end. As you can see, the sun has come out, and I'm hoping that the sun comes out on this build. This is supposed to be a buy, fix, and sell. However, with salvage, man, you can never count on these things. You can never really be 100% sure unless you go down. So guys, I always say this, learn from my mistakes, double check, triple check before parting ways with your hard-earned cash. And on that, this is where we're gonna head off. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button. If you want to see how we get on, subscribe to the channel, and like I always say, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one.
We love the Beamers, the Benz, the Porsches. All of my fans are not supporting. Style with nothing but look at us now. Whoever supporting, I'm making you proud. Whoever supporting, I'm making you proud. Salvage Nation, look at the squad. We're up in the front line, look at the car.